This is Figure Fix, and for this video we'll be taking a look at a custom Marvel Legends Gambit figure. By the way, this video is not for children. If you're under the age of 13, this video is not for you. So I'll go over the figure and I will discuss the modifications that I did for this custom. So the original Marvel Legends Gambit figure was a very good figure, but it had a plastic for his trench coat, and it had his arms sculpted with a trench coat. I did not really like that one, and this is the coat. So for the first modification that I did for this figure was the head. I'll take out his bow staff. For the head, the original head sculpt had a very thin hair, and it was flowing in this direction, and it was like half of his hair was missing. So what I did, in order to fill out his hair, I just sculpted this side of his head, and I tried to follow how they sculpted the original sculpt of the hair, and then I painted it black, and then I painted it brown, and then light brown. So his head looks fuller now. I mean, his head and his hair looks like it's flowing. And then the next change that I did was I bought a third-party Star-Lord trench coat, because this one had very nice stitching, like shoulder pads and line work also at the back. So it was very nice. But the problem with that one, the original color was maroon. So what I did is I dyed the trench coat with black, and then I mix up some acrylic paints, red, yellow, and blue, and came out with a brown color, and then I just dry brush it onto the fabric. So since my acrylics were not a fabric paint, it has some stiffness to it, but it actually works on the figure's favor, because the stiffness would allow you to like hold some pose. Plus this trench coat has a wire in front, so it can have some dynamic poses. Then for the major modification of this figure was, in order to fit this trench coat, I had to change his arms, which you saw earlier. So the first thing you need to do is take off this jacket and then let me first take out his trench coat, so that you will see the arm swap that I did. The original customizer that did this mod was I think is Punker Mike, but I'm not sure if he is really the original or what. But I saw his video and I followed his instructions. You should also subscribe to him. He's a very good customizer. So this Gambit now has different arms. so that it could fit better the soft goods trench coat. So what I did for this one to change the arm, I took a Havoc figure. So originally it's like this. So it's Havoc's arm. So what you do is you drill holes in the middle of the seam. There's a seam here, usually for Marble Legends. You drill holes here and then here also. And then you take some kind of very small pick or something, then you just squeeze it inside the hole until it, you have to work on it and you have to get a feel. For example, this one it for example this one, it had it already bent the plastic, so there's a risk in doing this cracking of the body. There is always a risk. So after that, you crack open, take out the arms, and then you crack this Gambit figure. What you do first is take out the head, you dip the upper body in hot water, and then this one will become very soft. And then once that one is soft, is you try to peel it with something like this one. This one is for the nails. So you try to peel it out. There's a peg here and a peg at the back. And then you need to be careful because this one will become very soft and then it can rip this plastic. So once you take out the collar piece, you do the same thing from what you did with Havoc, and you drill a hole here and you drill a hole at the other side. But you need to be careful that the hole is within this within the collar, so that when you attach the collar back, it will be hidden, the hole will be hidden, and you don't need to sculpt it. So you crack the torso open, you change up the arms. So the arms will come slightly loose. In my case, it was slightly loose, and what I did was I just coated it with super glue, and then I waited for it to cool down. After it cooled down, I test fit if it was good enough fitting. Then I put back together this one, super glued the upper torso and returned his collar, super glue also. And then what I did for this part here, I know it's not really matching. The colors is very difficult to match magenta. So I have only this one. So I mix and match some colors and painted it. But this, if you can see, his arms is raised also. It's not sculpted. I just found some very thin pleather-like material and cut off some strips and tried to match the size of the width of the rectangles on his thighs, because some customizers likes their Gambit to have a lot of small rectangles here, but for me, I tried to match these rectangles here. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 on his thigh. Here he has 6, and the spacing is almost matching. Then after that, I painted it, and there you have it, a modified Gambit. with his cool trench coat. I'll just cover his body like that. Okay. Oh no, we just return his trench coat back, then he would look cool. So shout out to Punker Mike who did this modification, and it was not really a tutorial, but it was a very good information that uh, he he showed in his video. And it's for kit bashers, is it's really like trial and error. And if you have some guys who are sharing their experience, like sharing which part can fit and which parts does not, that that is very time efficient and cost efficient for those who customize, because then you don't have to do trial and error with the parts that you have. For his articulation, it's pretty much the same. You can watch Shartimus or Fush, Robo in his videos. So how he looks with his fellow X-Men. Here he is with Beast. And here he is with his fellow X-Men, also Wolverine. So that's about it, guys. I hope the video was helpful for those who want to modify their Gambit. So if you like the video, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.